We're going to karate next, and the release of the Karate Kid movie this year once again put the focus on the martial arts, and no doubt karate classes up and down the country are welcoming new recruits. Well, in Kilmacthomas in County Waterford, karate students are showing great enthusiasm in being put through their paces and mastering the necessary skills, and this in turn is making them win medals both at home and abroad. Helen McInerney has the story.
It may look like these youngsters are in the boxing ring, but they're taking part in a Shotokan karate class in Kilmacthomas in County Waterford. As their parents look on, these young people are put through their paces by their karate instructor, John Kelly. And while it may look dangerous, he says karate is all about skill and control.
A lot of people have the perception about karate that it's a violent sport. It's actually a very skillful art. It's a self-defense, but in competition it's very skillful to see it. It works on a point system, and it's an enjoyable sport. It's a great sport.
The classes in Kilmacthomas have been running for almost 2 years, and already these talented young people are winning awards.
The kids have won nearly every regional and national event in different age groups, and of lately we're involved with Anakai, which is the official natural Amateur Karate Association of Ireland, which they hold squad training events for the benefit of students, and we have had junior league championships on there lately, which we had out of 13 kids we got 11 through to the Munster championships, and out of that 11 we got 3 through to the All-Ireland championships, the Anakai All-Ireland Junior League championships. So it's, for 17 months, the standard and the results that we've got out of the club is amazing, and kids get to travel to meet new friends. And with a bit of luck, next year we're going with Sensei Alan to the UKI camp in America, in Atlanta I think it is, and which is something to look forward to, you know. But kids get to meet new friends, become as what we call a bigger part of the karate family, which is very important.
Martial arts is an ancient form of combat and self-defence, and it's said to have originated in India.
Martial arts evolved out of India originally and then came through China, and in the format that would recognise the martial arts now, they developed in Okinawa in the late 1800s and then subsequently moved into Japan and became the more formal systems that everybody is familiar with. The Bruce Lee boom was an incredible time, that along with the Bond movies and Odd Job. In Aberdeen we had classes 5 nights a week, 3 classes every night, and around 200 students in each class, so it was an incredible boom time. But of course that's now dropped down considerably.
These youngsters may be too young to remember Bruce Lee, but movies like The Karate Kid once again put the focus on the martial arts.
I'm ready.
While these young people in Kilmacthomas are doing well in competition, it's not all about winning prizes.
They get fit and they train, they have a goal. They usually gradings work out every 3 to 4 months, and there's 9 Q grades, which is, we'll say, the beginner, and there's different colour belts, and it usually takes within 3.5 to 4 years to get to their Dan grade, which is their black belt, and then there's several levels of black belt. So they have a goal to aim for, and they train hard for that goal, and they have to show up for training classes because there's a lot of technical stuff to learn, and so it gives them something to aim for and a goal to get to that next level, that next belt. We start usually kind of from 5 to 6 years of age, but every kid is different. So I mean, they learn great discipline. I mean, I've had parents come back to me, they might have a child with ADHD or just a little bit of a mess or whatnot, but as I explained to them, karate is built on discipline and respect, and it's from the start to the finish, it's drilled into them, this is the way it has to be. And the parents have come back to me, they said they've seen some differences in the kids, because you make it fun, but at the same time the discipline is there. They know who's boss and they know they are the rules, but at the same time they enjoy it. We said all instructors have done courses in Code of Ethics with the Waterford Sports Partnership, i.e. through the Irish Sports Council, in working with kids in sport, and certified in first aid through the Irish Sports Council and Waterford Sports Partnership. And it's great for kids, you know, the discipline and the respect they get out of it.
John Kelly says he believes his karate training was crucial to his recovery from a car accident in 1997.
had horrific head injuries, broke my neck in 2 places, facial bones, and I was lucky to come out of it. And I had to give up karate for a couple of years, but lucky enough I came back into it. The fitness and the mental strength in karate, obviously there was someone else on the other side, the man upstairs looking after me as well, but the fitness had a great benefit in the karate, and to come back out of it. And I mean, for years I had to give it up for a couple of years until I got my physical strength back, but the hunger and the love of the sport brought me back into it.
While self-defence is part of martial arts training, this black belt karate instructor gives this piece of old-fashioned advice.
If you can run, run. That's the best form of self-defence. It's not always possible, and then that's a good time to have some preparation. But the other good bit of advice I would offer is to try and avoid places where you know there's likely to be trouble.
But what of the dangers of encouraging violence?
Part of the reason for training the way that we do is the discipline that's instilled with the children. And you've seen from the way the class is being conducted that a large part of the training is in structure and discipline. And that's an important part of the martial arts. And it's something that in society today that we really find very useful. Parents are very interested in their children gaining the disciplines that the martial arts offers. But it's also a way of life for people. It's not just for young people, it's for people a way to behave. The warrior code is very much avoiding trouble rather than getting into it.
Some very sound advice there, and that brings us to the end of this evening's programme. Hope you've enjoyed our stories, and you never know, maybe somebody out there will be motivated to take up some new activity. Ba mi an áisibh ar a géadín agus go dtí sin an na hainnear a bhfurin, í a wathagh agus go déisibh slán.